Should I watch one session all the time or lots of different sessions every single day? I would say yes and. So let's just say procrastination transformed into proactivity is the session that you want to watch. I would suggest to you that you watch this at least once a day for at least 100 days. Now, having said that, I do think it's very important that if you've got a particular issue that you're focused on, that you do personalize it. And so you definitely want to click on personalize. I've got 8,000 plus images in my personal folder, so it takes a little while, but let's just see. I can select, this is me, my husband and my parents, this is my mom, and this is me, this is my beautiful niece. Anything that's really significant and meaningful to me. Cameron actually bought me some beautiful yellow roses last week, and I uploaded photographs of those. Anyway, so I'm just going to now play the session now that I've selected a few. I could upload a few if I wanted to. I've uploaded photographs, and this is how interesting it is. I've uploaded photographs of gifts that I've been given. I suggested to someone the other day who wanted more socializing in her life, and she wanted to feel more comfortable about people coming to her home, to go and take a photograph of her front door open, ready to welcome in people, because your other than consciousness actually will resonate with an image like that and it'll be meaningful for you. And when you see that image show up, it's integrated into a session. So it flashes amongst the standard formula of images and words. What's happening, of course, is that you're planting a seed in your other than consciousness. And that is actually then bringing about the manifestation of it. Well, I need to say this about our technology. It's best if you watch every single new session slowly for the first time. Now this says it's going to be 58 seconds. Can you see 58 minutes? Can you see that that's an hour? All of our sessions actually start at an hour, and then you can change the time. When I have the time, or when I create the time, or when I make the time, I spend as much time as possible as I can watching Positive Prime. Lots of different sessions and lots of super mixes. I would say that you slowly but surely increase the speed when you are comfortable with the messages. And what you'll actually find is that your biases will actually show up. And so sometimes we don't know that something's triggering us until we look at it and we go, you know what, I'm feeling frustrated or disappointed, or I'm feeling sad because I see all of these happy images and I'm not feeling happy at the moment. And if that's happening to you, then what I'm going to say is that you might want to make sure that you watch on speed 9 at least once a day. What'll happen is your brain will see these images of these Duchenne smiles, for example, and your brain doesn't know that you're looking at a photograph of a smile. Your brain actually thinks that you're smiling. The retina in your eyes processes the photograph of smiles. Your eyes send a message to your brain, and your brain actually thinks that you are smiling. And so your brain, it actually just automatically operates in this way. It sends messages to your body, and you start to produce the hormones. Your endocrine system gets reactive to that, and you produce more serotonin, dopamine, and oxytocin. And then, interestingly enough, there's this cascade effect, a cause and effect. And you actually do become happier, simply because your brain thought that you were happy, because your brain can't actually decipher the difference between something that is imagined or something that you're seeing and something that is you, right? So all you have to do is sit in front of a Positive Prime session and allow yourself to be flooded by it, allow it to flow over and through you, and it is working. Now, with respect to, let's just say this procrastination issue, because you want to become much more proactive, right? I would, if I was you, I'd choose 3 minutes. Once you've watched it a couple of times, you feel quite comfortable about it, I'd just drop in for 3 minutes every single day on this particular session. And I do it for at least 100 days. There are some amazing stories about astronauts. Have you heard this? It's about the way that we rewire. They put these glasses on, so when they're in zero gravity and they're upside down, so that they can actually operate in that environment and they can make sense of control panels and so forth. They actually go through this process where they tape these goggles that turn everything upside down, and they see whether this person can operate completely discombobulated, like completely confused, right? Then here's the fascinating thing. They take it off and they wait to see how long before you naturally flip everything right side up in your environment. And do you know it doesn't happen instantly? You've literally rewired your brain to see upside down. Now, for some people, it takes 30 days and some people it takes 100 days. This is like actual training that our special forces go through and our astronauts go through. And so we know for a fact that we can rewire the brain. So that's scientifically been proven. And what we know is that it doesn't happen in the same pace for everyone. It depends on how strong your biases are, which is really how strong your conditioning from society has been, or your family and so forth. What's fascinating to me is that it doesn't flip automatically back or forward. And then sometimes it takes up to 3 days for people to start to see right side up after they've taken the goggles off.